Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for some Ravnica City of Guilds classic set review within 10 minutes. So we're gonna go guild by guild. So there's 4 guilds in this set: Boros, Selesnya, Golgari, and Dimir. And then we're gonna go for each color and then colorless lands. So we're gonna have like 9 episodes here, or 10 rather. So without further ado, let's jump into Boros. So Boros tried to do Boros things and it's named since then after these things. So Boros recruit 1/1 first strike with a hybrid mana cost, perfect 1 drop for the deck. And if you can pump it, this could get very dangerous, and there are ways to pump it. Boros Guild Mage. So Guild Mages are awesome. They are hybrid mana cost 2 mana 2/2, and this can give for 1 and a red target creature haste or first strike for 1 and a white. Yeah, they are very good in their color, and yeah, this is no exception. It lets you use your mana very efficiently, prevents flooding, awesome card. Boros Swift Blade, it's Boros cost 1/2 with double strike, again same thing. If you can pump it, then this could be very dangerous. Lightning Helix, absolute premium removal, played in modern, played in many formats. Since then, still when it rarely gets a reprint, it's gonna be awesome. So it's Boros cost instant, deals 3 damage to target creature or player, and you gain 3 life. So Thundersong Trumpeter, this is a very important card. It's gold card. It costs Boros, so red and white. It's 2/1, and tap target creature can't attack or block this turn. This is very important to push through damage, and there's the very lean Boros aggressive deck where it's a Greek card. So as the next one, Rally the Righteous. So it's 1 and Boros, so red and white, and it has a radiance mechanic, so on tap target creature and each other creature that shares a color with it, those creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn. Hopefully it's all our creatures in Boros, but more of the story is our creature gets pseudo vigilance and more important +2/+0, which is very good pairing with first strike and just pushing through damage in Boros. So Searing Meditation, this one in a Boros for an enchantment, and whenever you gain life, you may pay 2. If you do, it deals 2 damage to target creature or player. I don't know how many lightning strike you need in your deck for limited for unlimited for this to work. I think this is a constructed card, so not much talk here. However, the next one though, there's a lot more to talk. Sky Knight Legionnaire. So this is one of the Boros. It's I think probably in every Ravnica set being reprinted. 2/2 flying haste. This is the bread and butter card for Boros. 3 mana, hits relatively fast and hard. And yep, that's how you put in those last few points of damage. Then Bright Flame. So this is an X spell, and X and red, white, so double Boros. And it has Radiance. Bright Flame deals X damage to target creature and each other creature that shares color with it. You gain life equal the damage dealt this way. Wow. So I think I don't know if there is like a bigger Boros deck in this format, because that could be a card in that. I think in the leaner Boros deck we just don't really want it, because like at what point we feel good about it for 8 mana. If we are having 8 mana, that means our opponent is very well surviving, and our Boros deck is not doing what we need to do. It's unfortunate because this card looks like it has a lot of potential, but I think the format might be faster as far as Boros is concerned. But this format also can produce a lot of colors, so maybe a Selesnya deck can splash the double red for it. So Flimkin Zealot, on the other hand, so that's a 4 mana card which can very well fit into our Boros deck. And when this comes to play, so it's 2/2 for 1 red, and white. And then when it comes to play, creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain haste until end of turn. So yeah, that's a lot of damage out of nowhere, and people used it in Legacy Dredge deck back in the day, and I think Modern Dredge as well. So it just shows you the power level of the card. So let's see how that works in Limited. And Master of Warcraft. So this is two hybrid red or white, and played only before attackers are declared. And you can choose which creature attack and which creature blocks which way. So I think this might be actually very good in the Boros deck, because you can just choose all their creatures blocking our 1/1 and then pushing through the rest of the damage, or we can choose them to attack on their turn and then on an empty board. We can just swing for lethal, so this has a lot of potentials. Sunhome Enforcer, so this is a 4 mana uncommon, it's a 2/4. and it has like an expensive fire breathing, so one of the red sun home enforcer gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and whenever it deals damage, you gain that much life, aka lifelink. So this is looking like a solid card to me, and can swing a race, so it's probably a top end in our Boros deck. Agroscos Wojak Veteran. This might be a little too expensive for 5 mana, so 3 and Boros, and it's a 3/3, but whenever it attacks, attacking red creatures gets +2/+0, and attacking white creatures get +0/+2, so +0/+2, yeah. And that means that he attacks as a 5/5 himself, and every, like Boros recruit becomes a 3/1 first striker, so there's a lot of potential in this card in Boros. It's 5 mana though, a little on the expensive side. Fire Main Angel, so I don't know if that's actually playable. Probably more splashable in the Selesnya deck than in Boros. But it does have flying and first strike on a 4/3 body. And at the beginning of upkeep, if this is in the graveyard, you can gain 1 life. And then for 6 and red, red, white, white. So if you have 10 mana, you can return to the battlefield on your upkeep. Whew, that's quite the cost there. So I don't think this is going to be high draft pick in the traditional low to the ground Boros deck. But who knows if there's a bigger version somehow with those Sunhome Enforcers and whatever, that might actually be a card for it, but it's a rare, so we need to open a lot of that. And Razia's Purification, so each player chooses 3 permanents he or she controls and sacrifices the rest. Yeah, I think it's a constructed card. I don't think this is very much playable in limited unless we have like 3 Sky Knight Legionnaires in the air. But yeah, but that's also very expensive for 6 mana, so not too much here. Razia, Boros Archangel. So this is, yeah, I like that how they printed these super iconic, like massive legendary creatures in this set. Really shows the power of the guild. So this is no different. Unfortunately, I think it's not lean enough to be drafted. So it's 4 red, red, and white, white, and it's flying, vigilance, and haste, ladies and gentlemen, for 6/3 bodies. So it hits very, very hard. And because of the vigilance, you can tap it. The next 3 damage that would be that to target creature you control is that to another target creature instead. Whoa! So that's quite the ability over there. But yeah, 6/3 body is just 8 mana. 8 mana is a ton of mana, especially for those Boros decks. But again, if someone discovered a bigger Boros version and this shines, yeah, I mean this card is very, very hard to beat. So thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.